Johnson with it, Alain Louis on it, shot clock at 3. Johnson can't get it to go, it's blocked. Jackson gets it off in time, beats the shot clock for 2.
And that's a big play.
That'll almost feel like a new signing for Coach Kapoulis' side. Here's Leslie Smith backing down in the middle, can't get it to go, but there's Raf Thomas Edwards on the follow.
Raf being a Leicester boy, he always seems to step up his game as well against the Riders. And that meant a lot to him making that layup there. He's happy to get back on court and get up to health.
On the court in time for today's game. Here's Charles Thompson backing down McCormack, who's just checked into the game, and Thompson with a little bit of taunting back on defense. Yeah. Hunter. Riders trailing by, leading by 1 even. Here's Thompson. Thompson from the elbow knocks it down for 2. Here's Johnson. Kapoulis calling out the play for his point guard. Johnson with a mismatch. Thought about the mid-range too. Drives inside. No foul given by the officials. He certainly adds that extra athleticism and rebounding ability for Coach Kapoulis' team. Pasquale Landolfi, deep 3 on the way. Knocks it down. And
difficult shot that from Hunter. That sort of floating left hand. That's a good pass there.
Raf Thomas Edwards with the reverse says thank you very much. And Kendall Lewis, he puts it on the floor, settles for a mid-range 2 off the glass and in. And it was the game a couple of weeks ago against the Flyers. They really crashed the offensive glass, and Flyers have done well there to box out on the defensive end so far in this one. Here is McCormack. Oh, it's blocked by Thompson.
Also need to mix him up inside as well. Seen a few good highlight plays with Leslie going to the rim as well. Against Surrey, had that nice dunk going baseline.
Here's Brooks for 3, knocks it down. Catch and shoot, and nothing but net for him.
Just trying to up the tempo a little bit. The Leicester Riders, that full court press. They do like to, Coach Panosher does like to mix up the defense or the zone press.
Landolfi for 3, knocks it down, and here's Wright, turns the corner. Has Smith now guarding him. Shelton with position inside. Landolfi with great defense to knock it away. Oh, it's blocked by McCormack.
He was up high there. Lewis.
Spencer Johnson the other end, can't get it to go. Right on the follow, puts it in off the glass.
Good answer.
Johnson back top to Brooks. Now here's Shelton, winds up for 3. And Duke Shelton with the triple.
He enjoyed that when Shelton stepping out.
Screen from Shelton. Skip past to Johnson. Johnson with the baseline drive. Shelton at the foul line, knocks it down. And a quick 5 points to approach the midway point of this second period. Robinson backing down on Brooks with the fadeaway jumper. And cool as you like, knocks it down. Here's Hunter, top of the 3-point line. Guarded by Louis. Hunter driving inside. Shelton calling for it at the top of the key. Thought about it, puts it up, puts it in.
Seen the ball go down a couple of times there, full of confidence. And Shelton, big impact coming off the bench.
Robinson for 3. Robinson knocks it down. Here's Louis. Alain Louis inside, floats it up to Damon Robinson. Here comes the double from the Riders. Damon Robinson with the footwork to get out of trouble. Lewis on the follow, puts it up, puts it in, and 1. And Kendall Lewis will gun the line for a bonus.
Yeah, Flyers getting it done on the offensive end. Had a couple of goes, but Lewis snatched that ball
inbound. Finds Kendall Lewis. Lewis, oh, it's blocked by Thompson, and Lewis ends up on the deck.
Yeah, solid defensive play on the Flyers. Would come away with it. Just 2 minutes 30 in the half left.
Robinson fights through the contact to put it in off the glass. Here's Thompson spinning in the lane, can't get it to go. Rebound Robinson, oh, it's stolen right back by Leicester, and Jackson puts it in and count it.
What a play, Jackson. Unbelievable hustle there, just so calm. Yeah, just got a great and one play.
Back to Johnson. He's got a mismatch with Thompson on him. Lewis now driving baseline into a double team, fakes it once, twice, and puts it in with the floater for 2 to finish in double figures. Another offensive rebound for the Riders off the missed free throw. Ball into Jackson off the glass and in. And Flyers made to pay once again. Shot and game clock are identical here. Keedy Johnson up against Abercrombie. Johnson puts it on the floor, floats it up, floats it in, and that will do it for the end of the first half. Louis, screen comes from Robinson. Hunter ends up on the deck. Johnson open for three. And Johnson knocks it down. Riders again getting back in transition. Walsh going downhill. He loves... Oh, what a block from Charles Thompson.
Just waited for that one, didn't he, Joe? He just hung around, waited for that one. Battered it away. We talk about that timing. He just knew exactly what was going to...
Top to Smith. Smith puts it on the floor and just slips over. And gives the ball back to Leicester. Here's Hunter going downhill in transition. And Walsh out to Smith. Johnson back to Leslie Smith. He winds up for three and knocks it down.
Yeah, he's just hanging around that three-point line, is he, looking to get them off, and it's a big basket for Leslie, and here come the Flyers.
Johnson out in transition, throws it down with two hands to open the game up, and then Johnson just reaching around the back, able to break away for the two-handed jam. Bristol Flyers with momentum here. Thomas Edwards calling for it, ends up with him. Lane opens up for him. Thomas Edwards puts it in over the outstretched arms of Duke Shelton.
Yeah,
skip pass to Wright, open for three, can't get it to go, and the Leicester Riders' three-point field goal percentage continues to drop, but there's Duke Shelton on the follow.
Here comes the Leicester Riders.
Here's Jackson, nice pass inside to Shelton, throws it down with two hands. Coach Kapoulis looks to the table to say, yep, I'll have a timeout, please. For the offensive rebound, really fighting for that second chance points, and then Duke Shelton being rewarded into his own defense. Thomas Edwards. Johnson has it, top of the three-point line, shot clock down to 8. Johnson, nice pass. And Kendall Lewis with the two-handed flush. Washington swings to Shelton, fakes the pass, drives inside, all the way to the hole, can't get it to go. Waves away the screen from McCormack, calls up for a screen from Lewis. Louis blows past his defender. Walsh winds up for three and knocks it down. Just like that, the Bristol Flyers now with their biggest lead of the game at 12. Oh, they've left right wide open for three. And Coach Kapoulis furious with his team's transition defense.
Pointer right, knocks down a wide open three.
Here's Alain Louis, he's open for three once again, and the team's both trading threes now. Just Hunter, skip past to Washington. Here's Wright now, he puts it on the floor. Oh, it's blocked by Kendall Lewis, who sends it into the front row. Here is Hunter. Screen comes from Thompson. Out to Jackson, he puts it on the floor, blows by his defender into a double team. Good hands by the Flyers. Thompson puts it in and one. Backing down Thompson, fakes it, kicks it out to Walsh. He fires up for three, is short. There's an offensive rebound by Thomas Edwards, and it's blocked. And it's blocked again by the Leicester Riders. First chased down by Robinson. Lewis in transition, out to Raf Thomas Edwards for three. And Thomas Edwards knocks it down. Thomas Edwards ends up on the deck. Louis ends up on the deck. Wright ends up on the deck. And it gets out to the hands of Jackson for three. And Zach Jackson drains it. They're not unsportsmanlike fouls, but they're plays on the ball, but it stops that 2-on-1, sometimes 3-on-1 advantage. Oh, nice pass inside to Wright as he gets it to go off the glass. Threes and a long two as well. I mean, there was some great ball movement. Kendall Lewis can't grab the offensive board. Here's Jackson now. Chance to chip away at this lead even further. Here's a step back two. Foot on the line, deep two. Guarded by Louis. Out to Johnson. Now back to Hunter, screen comes from Thompson. Hunter for three, knocks it down. And the threes are falling now for the Riders. Here's Keedy Johnson. Johnson going inside, finds Leslie Smith. He fires up for three and responds with a triple at the other end.
Just the 8-point lead.
Hunter out to Jackson. Jackson winds up for three. Jackson drains the three. Robinson looking for position. Shot clock down to 5. Keedy Johnson has to go to work. Oh, it's blocked again by Charles Thompson. And he just floats it up, and Thompson, easy as you like, just says, not today, sir. Once again, Riders a chance to make it a single possession game. Jalen Hunter, in and out dribble, weaves his way to the basket, chases down his own rebound and puts it in off the glass. Jackson, guarded by Thomas Edwards. Jackson blows past his defender, count it, and one. And Zach Jackson will guddle the line for a three-point play.
Yeah, and it's that, again, it's that premium MVP play. Jackson knowing exactly what needs.
The mismatch with Hunter on him, gets it back in once again. Hunter calling for help from his defender. Here it comes. Back out to Evan Walsh. He goes downhill, scoops it up, scoops it in. An incredibly tough finish. Backing down Walsh. Out to Jackson now, guarded by Thomas Edwards. Jackson again puts it on the floor. Fading away this time. Zach Jackson. It's a Jackson takeover.
I think that's 24 points for him.
Oh, it's knocked loose by Johnson, going coast to coast, all the way to the basket, off the glass and in.
Going away from a little bit what they did well in that first half, getting the ball inside, just mixing it up a little bit.
Ball into Kendall Lewis, he rips through, spins, oh, it's blocked by Thompson. Incredible.
Presence under the basket. Off with the left hand.
Here comes a screen from Robinson. Petey Johnson skip pass out to Kendall Lewis. He fakes the three, puts it on the floor, knocks down the mid-range two, and Flyers are back to within one.
It just lets the game come to him, but when it's time to take over the game, Zach Jackson coming through. Game's still not done though. Evan Walsh on 10.
Hunter with the second, gets it to go, and that puts Leicester Riders on top by 2. Final 15 seconds of the fourth quarter. Flyers trailing by 2. Louis kicks it out to Robinson, open for 3. Robinson drains the 3, and that is a huge triple to give Bristol Flyers the lead. The fans are on their feet at the Wise campus. Timeout Riders for the 3, and he's a guy that can really stretch the floor, but a hand was in his face as well. That is an incredibly tough. Final 5 seconds of the fourth. Jackson going downhill, tough fadeaway jumper. Zach Jackson is short, and that will do it. Bristol Flyers hold on. They led by as many as 13 points.